Good morning, children. In today's class, we're going to learn about multiplication of rational expression. So, in previous classes, we learned about addition of rational expression with like denominators, subtraction of rational expression with like denominators. In today's class, we're going to learn about multiplication of rational expression. I hope you all remember what is rational expression is. Can anyone say what is rational expression is? Yes, an expression is called a rational expression if it can be written in the form of p of x by q of x and where q of x is not equal to 0. So that is called as rational expression. So now we will see what is multiplication of rational expression. If p of x by q of x and r of x by s of x are two rational expressions where q of x is not equal to 0 and s of x is not equal to 0. So two rational expressions will be given for multiplication, that is p of x by q of x and r of x by s of x, and where the denominators, that is q of x and s of x is not equal to 0. The denominators are not equal to 0. It contains some value but it is not equal to 0. What will be their product? P of x by q of x into r of x by s of x is equal to p of x into r of x by q of x into s of x. So the result product will be p of x into r of x by q of x into s of x, which means we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator. We should multiply the numerator and the denominator. The product of two rational expression is the product of the numerator divided by the product of the denominator, and the resulting expression is then reduced to its lowest form. So we need to multiply the numerator and then we need to multiply the denominator. After multiplying, we should see whether we have common terms or factors in numerator and denominator. If so, we have common factors or common values, we need to reduce them. So we need to reduce them into its lowest form. So this is multiplication of rational expression. So now we will see few problems based on multiplication of rational expression. See the first problem here. X cube by 9y square by 27y by x power 5. So we need to multiply x cube by 9y square by 27y by x power 5. So first we need to multiply the numerator and denominator, that is x cube into 27y by 9y square into x power 5. So now we will check whether we have common factors or values. So here I have 9 and here I have 27. So we can cancel those values. So 9 ones are is 9 and 9 threes are is 27. Next, here we have x cube and here I have x power 5. So x power 5 has the greatest degree. So when we cancel x cube from x power 5, the remaining value will be square. So remaining will have x square. So x square. Next, in numerator I have y and in denominator I have y square. So y square has the greatest degree. So when I cancel y from y square, the remaining value will be y. So the result after the lowest form is 3 by x square y. So first we need to multiply the numerator and denominator and then we must reduce to its lowest form. Multiply x power 4 b square by x minus 1 by x square minus 1 by a power 4 b cube. So we need to multiply. So first we will multiply x power 4 b square into x plus 1 into x minus 1 by x minus 1 into a power 4 b cube. So now we have multiplied. Now we need to see whether we have common factors or values in numerator and the denominator. So in numerator I have x minus 1 and in denominator also I have x minus 1. So we will cancel x minus 1 and x minus 1. Then in numerator I have b square and in denominator I have b cube. So b cube has the greatest degree. So when we cancel b square from b cube, the remaining value will be b. So other terms we do not have common. X power 4 is not a denominator and x plus 1 is also not a denominator. Other terms we do not have common. So the remaining value, the result is x power 4 into x plus 1 by a power 4 into b. So the final result, x power 4 into x plus 1 by a power 4 b. Multiply 4x square y by 2z square by 6xz cube by 20 y power 4. So first we will multiply it. 4x square y into 6xz cube by 2z square into 20 y power 4. So now we will cancel the common terms, like terms. Okay. So here I have 4 and here I have 2. So 2 ones are is 2 and 2 twos are is 4. Next. Sorry. 2 ones are is 2 and 2 threes are is 6. We will cancel like this. Here I have 2 and here I have 6. So 2 ones are is 2 and 2 threes are is 6. And here I have 4, here I have 20. So 4 ones are is 4 and 4 fives are is 20. Next. Here I have x square. In denominator I do not have any x square, so we couldn't cancel. And here I have y, and denominator I have y power 4. So y power 4 has the greatest degree. So when we cancel y from y power 4, remaining result will be y cube. So when I cancel y from y power 4, my result will be y cube. Next, z cube. In numerator I have z cube, whereas in denominator I have z square. So when I cancel it, the result will be, since z cube has the greatest power, when I cancel z square from z cube, the result will be z. So the final result is 3x cubes. Here I have one x and here I have x square. So x into x square is x cube. So 3x cube z by 5y cube. Multiply p square minus 10p plus 21 by p minus 7 by p square plus p minus 12 by p minus 3 the whole square. So first we need to find the factor for the expression. After finding the factor, we will multiply and we will cancel the common term. So see the numerator, p square minus 10p plus 21. So first we need to find the factor for this. What is the factor for 21? What will be the factor for 21? When I multiply by two numbers, I should get plus 21. When I add, I should get minus 10. It depends upon the sign. So minus 7, minus 3. So minus 7 into minus 3 will give you plus 21. And minus 7 minus 3 will give you minus 10. So the factor for this expression is p minus 7 into p minus 3. And write the denominator as it is, into. See the next term, p square plus p minus 12. So here we need to find the factor for that. So when I multiply by two numbers, I should get minus 12. And when I add, I should get plus p. It depends upon the sign. So minus 3 plus 4. So minus 3 into 4 will give you minus 12. And minus 3 plus 4 will give you plus p. So the factor for this term is p minus 3 into p minus 3 into p plus 4. And see the denominator, p minus 3 the whole square. So the p minus 3 the whole square can be written as p minus 3 into p minus 3. So now we have factorized and we have multiplied and we have wrote. Now we will cancel the common terms. So in numerator I have p minus 7. In denominator I have p minus 7. So let's cancel p minus 7, p minus 7. And here I have p minus 3. Here also I have p minus 3. So we will cancel p minus 3, p minus 3. And here also I have p minus 3. Here also I have p minus 3. We will cancel this factor also. So after cancelling, after removing the common terms, the remaining value we have, the result is p plus 4.
Can anyone read the question?
Multiply 5t cube by 4t minus 8 by 6t minus 12 by 10t.
Very good. What is the first step we should do? We should multiply the numerator and the denominator. Can you multiply and say me? 5t cube into 6 So after taking 4 as common values outside, we'll have 4 into t minus 2. And now we'll see whether we have common factors or values. If we have common factors or values, we can cancel them. Can anyone say whether we have common factors or values here? T minus 2 is common in numerator and in denominator, so we can cancel them. Yes, very good. And see the remaining value. In numerator we have 5 and in denominator we have 10, so we can cancel them. 5 ones are is 5 and 5 twos are is 10, so we can cancel. And in numerator we have 6 and in denominator we have 4, so we can cancel them in two tables. That is 2 twos are is 4 and 2 threes are is 6. And now see the variables. In numerator we have t cube and in denominator we have t. So now t cube is greater, it has greater degree. So we can cancel t from t cube. So after cancelling, the remaining will be t square. The final result is t square by 4. So the lowest expression is 3t square by 4.
Multiply 6a by 3a plus 15 by 4a plus 20 by 2a square. So first we'll multiply 6a by 3a plus 15 into 4a plus 20 by 2a square. So now we'll cancel the, so see here in numerator we have 4a plus 20. So in this term we have 4 as common. So 4 is common in this term. So we'll take 4 as common outside. So after removing 4, so the remaining value will be a plus 5. So when I remove 4 from here, the value will be a, and here I'll get 5. So 4 into a plus 5. And see the denominator, here I have 3a plus 15. So here also 3 is common. So we'll remove 3, we'll take 3 as common outside. So after taking 3, we'll have 3 into a plus 5. So now we will cancel the common terms. So here also I have a plus 5. Here also I have a plus 5. So we'll cancel a plus 5, a plus 5. Next, here I have 3 and here I have 6. So 3 ones are is 3 and 3 twos are is 6. Here 2 ones are is 2 and 2 twos are is 4. So we'll cancel these two terms. And in numerator I have a and in denominator I have a square. So when a square has the greatest degree, so when we cancel a from a square, the remaining value will be a. So in numerator the remaining value we have is 2 and 2. So 2 twos are is 4. So 4 by a. The result is 4 by a. Next, x square minus 9y square by 3xy minus 9y square. So see here, x square minus 9y square. So this is in the form of a square minus b square. So what is the formula for a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus b. In place of a we have x and in place of y we have b, we have 9y. So x plus 3y into x minus 3y. And see the denominator. In denominator we have 3y as common. So we'll take 3y as common outside. So after removing 3y as common outside, we'll have x minus 3y. So now see this expression. Here in numerator also we have x minus 3y. In denominator also we have x minus 3y. So we'll cancel that term. So x minus 3y and x minus 3y will be cancelled. So the remaining term will be x plus 3y by 3y. So the result is x plus 3y by 3y. And your homework for tomorrow's class is this. I hope you all understood multiplication of rational expression. What is multiplication of rational expression? Two expression will be given to you, that is p of x by q of x and r of x by s of x, where the denominator, that is q of x and s of x, is not equal to 0. Next, what is the first step in multiplication of rational expression? We need to multiply the numerator and denominator, and then we should cancel the common terms. We should reduce that expression into its lowest form. I hope you all understood the concept clearly. Complete your homework. Thank you, children.